Hello and welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. Today, we're playing City of Gate 2.0, which is a bit strange. It's a strange game. It's a game within a game. We're on episode like 79, I think. Does that sound about right to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about as close as I can think we are.
Alright. So, would the players like to introduce their characters, please?
We all know what I'm going to say, so I'll be back in a bit.
You're gonna go last.
Okay.
Coward.
Hello.
Go on, Dinrilla. Gwendolyn. Sorry. Go, Gwen.
Hello, I play Gwendolyn, Dark Moon, Rogue, Fire, Extraordinaire, Tranwirat.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
I am Jidrilla, the Tech Elven Werebear Bard Paladin Rogue.
Uh-huh. Is Wilhelm back yet?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hello, I am Wilhelm, our Wizard Artificier. Panther, we're at, all the fun combinations of things.
Yep. Lots of lichens. All three of you are lycanthropes of some kind or other. Okay. So, what happened last time we played?
We finished instructing the new heroes for French, and got them settled into their roles there. We left town, made our way to Traveler's Rest.
Fa la 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 la. Yep.
We got Traveler's Rest. Kept running into some entity possessing townsfolk that was like using their bodies up to talk to us, and we didn't like that. And we found out that it was a representative, or I guess the spirit of the new Lord of the Hunt in the Abyss, trying to get him to come back and take the mantle because I set up the plan that killed or resulted in the death of
the previous Baphomet. Yeah.
Previous one. Was like, no, I don't want to do that. You need to come back. Like, no, I don't want to do that. No, yeah. Just gonna keep coming and killing people until you come to whatever. Okay, fine. So we traveled to the Abyss, where we got into a fight with the demon prince and a couple of his minions, and it didn't last super long. But then we convinced the minions that it was in their best interest to attack their weakened master, which really hurt him. Because so we dropped him. I brought him back up because
you still didn't want the mantle. Yes.
Yep, and if I prove myself unworthy to the mantle, they'd get off my case. I thought, showing mercy to a prey animal is a good way to get the hunt man, to get the thing, it's the master, the mantle of the Lord of the Hunt off your case.
Good theory.
So, so I brought him up, and we convinced his minions to harass him while we left. Apparently, doing that got me a boon from him, which I'm sure will have no negative connotations down the line. But the thing is that I didn't ask for it. I didn't expect it. And it's part of the cosmic balance at this point, I think. So it may actually not have.
The boon is just that you can find your way through a labyrinth, basically.
Yeah,
so you can't possibly get lost.
Because even if I don't know exactly where the exit is, I can always get back to the beginning and start over.
Yeah.
Is what it basically boils down to, whatever. So yeah. So I'm hoping it doesn't like mess me over too badly. But we got back out. That I don't set it, and that makes me mad because I know I would have done it. But came out to a doorway that has one of those plant demons, which I really think I should have destroyed, but well.
Well, it was very well hidden.
I'm saying on our way back out, knowing that it obviously, when we came back out, we would have known then that was how we were in and out of the abyss. But regardless, and we started making our way back towards Traveler's Rest through the woods. It was getting late, so we were going to look for somewhere, like a nice big tree or a nice big rock. We could draw a doorway so we could open up a magnificent mansion and rest the night. And we found the ruins of a temple.
Yes, you did.
A real old temple of Pelor, manned by some Undying, not undead, but like just they read as undead, but they're not evil undead.
They're not evil undead. Yeah. The what makes them unusual is that they're not powered by necromancy.
Yeah.
It's radiant
and
energy.
most likely
It's divine energy that keeps them alive, or not dead.
And once they finish their mission, pass on the thing next generation or whatever, they'll probably get to have their eternal rest.
Yeah.
But we were talking with the head of the priest or whatever there, and found out that there was a prophecy. But when we went to read what to see what the prophecy was, and he grabbed the scroll disintegrated because it was old.
Yep.
And we had to wind time back, get it on a different way. Managed to pull it out of the shelf, get it on a table, and fix it so that it wouldn't turn to dust when we actually tried to read it. We read it. We were gonna take a nice snooze because late and stuff. We don't know what the heck's gonna happen with the read scroll. So that's where we're at.
Okay. Anything particular you want to do on your downtime?
I'll just be still reading my tome.
Yep. Trying to get that finished reading.
I would start mine, but I need to not do anything for a few days and have somebody prep a greater resto so that I could just get done with it.
You need greater restoration?
Basically, when Jamila gets ready to read her tome, she's just going to stay up
I see.
And get it read, and then have somebody get greater resto.
Fair enough. Counter the exhaustion.
That would be the plan. don't think there's anything I don't think there's anything I'm doing. I adapt.
What about Willie?
Currently, I'm trying to remember if I had any plans to do anything with my downtime. Hold on, let me pull up my document with minutes.
Minutes?
Yep, with minutes. I started just typing them up on my computer because I realized if I kept writing them, I was going to run out of paper.
Makes sense.
Wilhelm does so much crazy crap. I was like, okay, it's just safer this way. Do you not have them? Just for fun, and so we're not sitting here wondering forever, Wilhelm will begin reading his manual of body health, the one that increases
Manual of
constitution
body
that I've had.
Okay.
Yep, the one that I've had.
Are you
forever,
also
I've never used.
Are you also just reading through? Are you not sleeping like Generilla plans to do?
No, sleep sounds nice. I have no way of removing levels of exhaustion, so sleep sounds nice.
Because bear in
I mean,
mind
you
that
do.
to get that tome read through within the time limit, you have to spend 8 hours a day reading it.
That is A-okay.
That's okay. All right.
It's very bad.
Yeah, I think this will put my con up to 14 or something like that.
And technically you do, Wilhelm, but you don't want to waste that level of spell.
No, I'm not wishing levels of exhaustion away every day just because I can.
Because you can use Wish to cast Greater Restoration.
We just lost him.
Where'd he go?
Hopefully he'll be right back there.
Uh-huh. I need to get here, Toby. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yay, he's back.
Yeah, that was really weird. My like black they reset.
You still having technical issues, or are you all good now?
No, I think it's working now.
Okay, good. Woot. Okay. So, you're reading, but not all night.
No, I need sleep. So.
Okay. Gwen is going to read for 4, 6, or 8 hours.
She's going to read for 8 hours.
And have 4
4
hours
hours
of sleep.
before she goes to bed, and
4 hours after you finish
and
your
then
long rest. Yeah.
yes.
So. So Wilhelm.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to sleep, Gwyn will be reading. When you wake up, Gwyn will be reading again.
Yep. Yeah, I think with this, if I remember it, this will make my con base without the bonus 14 now. So that'll be good.
That is good. Okay. But yeah, like I said, you're not gonna. You have to read it over 6 days, 8 hours a day.
That is okay.
Cool. So, Generilla.
Yes.
You're You're all reading. When you're, well, when day breaks and everyone's still reading, what do you do?
Well, as I said, I'm going to do that the next time when I know we're going to have a few days of not
Okay.
having to do anything. So,
Fair enough.
general is actually, probably just polishing her or maintaining her weapon and armor.
Okay.
When in the 2 hours after the rest, or heading out. Again, can't think of this guy's name, but the head of the
Yeah.
head of the temple.
I know who you mean. The high priest, the scribe.
Yeah,
I think we just called him the scribe.
that's correct. That's fair enough. So that we can wait for everybody else, so we can read this scroll and see what this prophecy says.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like cold, misty rain there, which just goes through you.
Oh dear.
You peeped though, so that's good.
Hooray.
Oh god, click. Fuck.
Oh, yes, it is. Okay, I thought I didn't have the right.
So. When you take a look at this scroll, and very carefully unfurl it, you realize it's written in Celestial. Luckily, you know Celestial.
Indeed. I will read it aloud so that everyone can hear or know what it says.
Are you going to read it? So it's
I'm gonna have to read it out loud in my calm
in your what?
so that everybody else. I said I'm gonna have to read it out loud in common so that everybody can understand what's being said.
In common. Okay. So.
But not everybody speaks Celestial.
True. True.
I can read Celestial but not speak it, so yes.
So Celestial is a very, there's lots of lows and thous and stuff in it. But basically it boils down to, so the light of Pelor will be snuffed out and will lay dormant for centuries until a group of people, who are a few but many, will come upon the temple and with their gifts restore the light of Pelor.
Is there anything else special about this scroll or the writing or anything?
I mean, the no, it appears to have been written with high quality, but nevertheless mundane ink on ancient but mundane papyrus.
Okay.
It's not a, it's not etched in gold and infused with magical energy or anything like that. It's just a scroll.
So it basically just says a group of people are going to come to the temple and they're going to fix things.
Yeah, but the bit that strikes you as interesting is they are few but many.
But many.
Now, the other scrolls that you took that had commentaries also seemed to find this particular phrasing strange. How can a group of people be both only a few and many at the same time? Do you want to take? Does anybody want to make an insight check to see if they can figure that out?
Yes, please.
I can't roll it. I would like to, but I can't roll it unless my passive
I think.
service.
I think. Yeah, because passive 27 would figure it out. Wilhelm, I'm particularly curious as if you would know.
I think I do, but I can roll it.
Uh-huh.
I have a general idea of what they mean. They would be +9. $28.
Yeah. So you're all pretty sure that this is referring to the fact that while there's only 3 of you, one of you is also an army of identical snow clones.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's your
Potency.
portents.
Trying to make sure I remember to stay at them.
Okay.
What do you guys think the prophecy means that light's been snuffed out?
Many centuries ago, there was an orb of light at the top of the pyramid. It shone like a lesser sun. And lo, all the undead were kept at bay.
I don't suppose know where that orb went.
It was absorbed into a shard of life glass, which the Lord of the Undead then used to power his phylactery.
Of course.
So we have to go to Magister.
Not necessarily. There may be another way to reignite, to recreate it.
Like what?
Is there, Mr. Scrub?
Is there a what?
Is there a way to do that? Like what, Jirilla suggested?
Oh, I'm sure there is. And you will be the group that figures out how. As the scroll foretells.
Lovely.
What did you say?
Is there any...
I said lovely.
What was Gwyn gonna say?
I was gonna ask him, like, is there any schematics on how this son of Pelor was created originally?
It was created by Pelor himself.
Well,
Okay, that's dandy.
That's too.
In real life, I guess we gotta start praying.
I mean, we could take a more direct approach.
And that is
Yeah, what do you have in mind?
Wilhelm,
Yes.
summon the ship.
Summon a
Summon the
ship?
ship.
Summon the ship. We're going to Celestia.
You're gonna fly.
We're going to take this petition directly to Pelor himself. In person.
Okay.
wait, hold on.
It'll take a bit for the other Wilhelms to get here in the ship, but we can, yeah.
Wilhelm, quick question.
Uh-huh.
When you do a wish spell, is one of the stuff that would not cause you to break? Are you able to wish an object to come to you?
From what he's saying, this is an artifact of a god. So I'd reckon Wish would probably deny me that request, without the risk of losing it. So yeah, can't do that one.
No, it's more or less like you could wish
Call the
for Magister's Phylactery. That's probably still as well, so never mind.
Yeah, unless we're in a shielded area, if I summon Magister's Phylactery, if I'm right, he could probably track it down.
Oh yeah, he knows where it is. It's part of him.
Fair?
It is him.
But to be fair, I could, if we got it, I could take it and just rip his portion of his soul out of there and destroy it. So,
But you guys at this point are probably between you with your wisdom and arcana being so friggin' high. It'd be pretty obvious that whatever energy had been in there to begin with is now deeply corrupted. It would take a lot to reverse the damage done. You know, even if you do manage to remove Magister's personality from the object, the energy itself is, you know.
Yucky.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Icky.
Wilhelm will
Well-
go ahead
Wilhelm's
and
gonna what?
Wilhelm will cast Sending and ask the other Wilhelms to bring the ship to him and give his location. He's just going to have one Wilhelm come, though, because...
How do they feel about having their projects disrupted?
Well, considering a few of them have to babysit kids right now, their projects are already kind of disrupted. But, annoyed, but they'll
get over it.
finish it so we can get it out of the way, yeah.
I feel like one that was specifically assigned to the ship if we needed it.
Yes.
Yeah, I have just one, and that's the one I have to call. But the others are all stuck dealing with children.
I'm sorry if I'm not doing this the way everybody thought I would.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
No, it's okay. I think it's fun, yeah.
Think outside the box, man. It's cool.
Yeah, just like at least easier than like my plan of just us having to ask like some ghosts to like, where's the location of like Magister's secret torture / murder castle?
Where's Magister's murder castle?
Thing is that I, out of character, unless it's changed, know where it is. And
Yeah.
yeah, we can, but it's not as easy as
Yeah, this
Thanks.
is easier. It's like at least there's a cool story characters like, oh, we've seen Mount Celestia. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It'll be fun trying to work our way up, knock on the door of God.
Alright. So the ship is on its way. What are you doing while you're waiting for the ship?
Wait.
None of us are undead.
Sorry, what?
None of us said none of us are undead.
Mm,
None of us are a demon or a devil.
yeah.
Wilhelm's just going to keep reading his book while we wait.
Yeah, me as well.
Not much to do till Wilhelm gets here.
Fair enough. Gets here.
How many hours should we put down?
Well, I know you already... you wanted to spend 8 hours altogether. The others would have been able to manage maybe 6 in the same time.
That's another 6 hours down.
Yes.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Making that progress.
All right. And when the ship arrives, hovering magnificently above the trees, what do you do, Dan?
Wilhelm's just gonna be like, all right, who wants to get flown up there first so I can just do this all at once? Come on.
You and Gwen can both fly. I'm the only one who can't.
Oh.
So,
Oh, well, let me give you a lift. Come on.
and you, Wilhelm.
No problem.
By bribes and. Do you have a name, sir? Or madam?
Yes, I believe I do. Though I cannot recall what it was. It has been such a long time.
Fair. Goodbye to you and your companions. We will be back as soon as we can. With the son of Pelor. Hopefully she whispers to herself.
Godspeed to you all. Okay. So you're on the ship.
General, so what exactly was the plan for us to get here? Do we just fly there? I mean, is it a plane you want me to shift us to, or
is
what?
there a spell?
Yeah.
Do you have a spell jamming helm?
Yeah.
All right. Sit in the chair. And plane shift. Just bam.
Sweet, sweet. Alrighty. Off on our new adventure we go.
Indeed.
I was going to shift them away.
Okay. And you find yourself drifting over a moonlit sea. Well, starlit sea, actually. There's no moon in the sky. It's night. There are stars. And you can see a pretty little town on the shore. All lit up and inviting.
Is that where we're going?
That's where we're going to have to start, at least.
Yeah. It would be, I guess, good to, ask the locals.
Mm-hmm. Go on, Din.
So Wilhelm is going to get the ship low and close to the ground.
Okay.
And just hover it up a little bit so we can be within range.
I mean, it's a ship. You could just take it down into the water and make port like a regular boat would.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. And my spell jamming helm works in the water. Yay! Alright, we're gonna land in the water.
Alright.
Forgot about that. God, this is such a good spell. Very, like, weirdly situational, but still a good spell.
Indeed. Okay. So you make you pull into the harbor. Some very nice people help you to dock. And as you are disembarking, we'll even say, "Hello, friends. Welcome to Lunia. What brings you here?"
We have came here up seeking Pelor.
Oh, you want to try and climb the mountain then, huh?
Presumably, I guess that's what we need to do.
Sorry about that.
Does anybody want to make a
It's okay.
religion check to see if they understand what's happening here? Okay, 16. Okay. Lunar is the lowest level of Celestia. It's the way everyone comes in. If you want to get to higher levels, you have to climb. In a very metaphysical sense. You have to improve yourself. You have to enlighten yourself.
Must become worthy.
Sorry?
Must become worthy. It is not the destination. It is the journey.
All of that shit. Yep, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, they so when they ask if you're looking to climb the mountain, you say,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And may I ask, just out of curiosity, are you doing this for the benefit of others or for your own glory?
Right? I mean, yeah, this counts as others. Others.
Yeah. Benefit of others.
We were told to, I guess, retrieve the son of Pelor. Like, there was a temple in the material plane of an old Pelor temple, and we were asked by some Undying to, I guess, try to retrieve it.
Well,
The one that's currently stolen from them, it's a imposition of someone evil and might be corrupted. So this was our best option.
well, the truth just pours from you like river water, doesn't it?
I wanted to explain myself and also our goal, since
That's good. Don't be shy about that. That's perfect.
I just don't see any point in lying, so, yep.
Well,
yeah.
so yeah.
Mom. Hi, baby.
Now, in the spirit of truth, I do feel like I have to tell you something. You chose to come to Celestia. Yes?
Yes.
Like, you're not. This is your deliberate destination?
Yes.
Well, Pelor's in Elysium, not Celestia. Sorry.
Wilhelm's just turning around like, this is your guys' god. Why'd you have to be linked in the wrong place?
Don't look at me. I'm not. Gwen is not a Pelor worshiper.
This would be where Jamila is like, oops.
Thank you for telling us before we started to climb the mountain.
No, absolutely. I mean, I hope to climb it myself one day, and despite myself, I've been in Lunia for as long as I can remember. Still here, as nice as I am. Still can't seem to get up there.
To be fair, this from what I've seen, it's really nice over here compared to material.
Oh yeah, it's
in the city.
beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. I really should be grateful for what I have. But, I'm still ambitious, sadly.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
I guess.
against ambition, so that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Except reading between the lines, that's probably what's keeping him down here.
Yeah, fair. I guess to the next plane.
Okay, so just double check this again, friend. Which plane am I teleporting to? So I don't just send us to the wrong one again.
They're called the Blessed Fields of Elysium.
Okay. Thank you, friend. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, thank you too.
And
If you ever come back this way, ask for Carl. I'll take care of you.
yeah, it'll definitely be nice to, I guess, end up here when I die and stuff. Presumably, I don't know about the Elven God, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and reincarnation and stuff. But yeah,
Me, I turn at the plants. Gwen gets reincarnated. Generilla, where'd my friends go?
Okay. So, are you getting back on the ship?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to explore
Yeah.
Celestia. Just for giggles.
Back onto the ship for now, but I'd like to come back and see if we can make it up the mountain at one point.
See if you can fly up in your ship.
Nah, we won't cheat. We'll do it the old school way.
You wouldn't be able to. But anyway. This time, you bamf to Elysium. Now, Elysium is a bit different. You find your ship hovering over a forest with a river running through it. There are hills, there are stags running through the woods. It's beautiful. But the horizon looks a lot closer in all directions than it should. And yeah, I'll leave it I'll leave it there.
It's not like blindingly bright, is it?
Well, compared to
Every direction, it's not like we're looking
compared
at the
to it
sun.
being nighttime there, it's yeah. There's no sun in the sky, but it is light. It's a bright cerulean blue at the moment in the sky. Shit, hold on, folks.
okay.
No, it's just my base.
It's
intelligence modifier,
reconnected.
yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Crap.
We didn't lose it.
Wow, I'm doing really good with these religion rolls.
P20.
22 will religion rule.
And Genrilla's is a fucking 32! Holy shit. Okay. So, you realize that you're looking down on the first layer of Elysium, otherwise known as Amoria. Also called it's just that. So it's called Amoria, the innermost layer, and the river Oceanus upstream would actually go to a different plane called the Happy Hunting Grounds, but
Whatever god's domain is the Happy Hunting Grounds sounds like he's probably just a hippie that hunts animals.
I think, yeah, it's a plane called the Beastlands. Guess who goes there?
Yeah, I imagine if Wilhelm doesn't turn into flowers when he dies like a normal Fae, then he is going there to hang out.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like. Unless that's pretty accurate. But you'd also know, with your 30 and 32, that beneath the Moria is a mountainous layer called Aronia. Another layer that's mostly marshes and wetlands beneath that, called Beleriand. And the fourth and outermost layer, a vast, endless ocean, is called Thalacia. And that's where Pelor lives! It's also called Avalon. There are islands in this endless ocean. I'm sorry, what?
I was being instructed not to put the car in the garage.
Not to what?
Put the car in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Because we have a place to go a little later.
Okay.
After, I guess, Gwen remembers that, she just looks at Drill and says, "Why does it seem fitting that your god is on a beach?"
I mean, have you ever seen...
Why don't we go to the beach then? If your god lives on the beach, we need to take a beach day.
Okay.
I mean, have you ever seen the sun rise or set on a beach?
Technically, no, wet my eyes burning.
Fair enough. You ever painted a sunset or a sunrise on a beach?
Why would they paint the sun?
Because
The day is beautiful.
people pay for art.
Well, it's a symbol of pain and confusion in their culture. It's not pleasant at all. But okay.
Oh, regardless,
I would be confusing on
yeah.
Gwen's part.
It makes
pain.
Just makes sense that Taylor would be at the beach.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to get there through the other layers.
You get like express tickets since you're a champion of Pelor, or like do we have to seal to away?
Once again, I have a feeling this is all the destination is not as important as the journey to get there.
We should maybe
there's
some
the fault. There's
people.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's the fault.
Do we have any idea? Do we have an idea of which direction to start heading?
Down. You're floating. You're hovering above the Amoria at the moment. You're hovering over the treetops.
From the map, perhaps we should use the waterway.
I mean, you could just follow the water down. That's one way to do it.
Generally, you're more knowledgeable than I am when it comes to this kind of stuff. What do you sink.
Oh my god. I thought you could God, give me a minute. Come on.
Oh dear.
I think Generilla thinks give them a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're struggling to think right
That's
now.
Take my hand.
Well, I'm just going to kind of like look around. Is there anything like weird on this plane? Does like the flora and fauna look any different, or is it just like normal stuff?
No, I mean it looks like it looks idyllic. It looks like paradise. Because it is. Just one of multiple heavens. What the heck?
I get a feeling you're all looking at Generilla waiting for something.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
You were asked a question, but you know we then
Yeah,
good.
it's okay.
It's okay.
What is the question?
Basically, any ideas how we're going to get down there?
Does Pelor know how many licks it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Pop?
The okay, so
You can see the illustration, right?
maybe. Okay, there we go. We can either follow the river or the next layer is what? Mountains?
Yep, Aronia is mountains.
We might be able to find a path down through to the peaks of the mountain through the hills. Or we could just follow the river.
/ waterfalls.
/ waterfall.
Just log flume all the way down. Oh, fly. Maybe.
Remember, these are heavenly realms or paradises. There will be people or spirits, probably of the departed, following certain gods. Probably don't kill anything on the way.
If we get attacked, what is the plan?
Negotiate, 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 run.
Fair enough.
Do we have anything to negotiate ghosts with?
I don't think we're gonna be dealing with a ghost.
I mean, if they count as ghosts, maybe I can make them run away.
We're
But-
supposed to be running.
Like, wouldn't like only I guess a good aligned things be up here?
Yeah, I'm not. Unless we do something crazy, I don't necessarily know that we're going to fall under attack.
We just happen to be like a magnet for stuff being like, hey, let's go beat up that group of 3 people. So, you know, got to make sure you got a contingency plan.
A tall, graceful woman, possibly an elf, about 10 foot tall, judging by the size of the creatures that are with her, waves at you from the banks of the river below you.
See what she's wearing.
See what she's wearing?
Yeah, like any armor, any weaponry.
silken shimmering garments clinging to her form.
Okay, not who I thought it was going to be then.
She's a little translucent.
Oh. Never mind. I thought it was going to be one of the gods.
You thought it was going to be what?
I thought it was going to be one of the gods.
Okay. You did get a 32 on religion. You might recognize her.
Is it
Her name is...
what is it?
Her name is Eldath. She's known as the Mother of the Waters. She's a lake spirit that's worshipped as a goddess of peace and tranquility. Calm waters.
I'm going to walk towards the entity.
You're on the ship, which is in the air.
Oh. I'm going to jump out of the ship, walk towards the entity.
I mean, I guess it's one way to get off.
She reaches up and catches you. Well, that was foolish.
Well, I was gonna do a roll at the end of the fall. Probably wasn't gonna hurt as much.
I see. Welcome.
Thank you.
You could probably land your ship in the river if you want. That's fine.
Just, well, kind of make hand gestures, implying landing the ship in the river.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm just going to land the ship in the river.
as I always say, welcome to the True Grove. So there's a burbling spring coming up out of the ground in the that feeds into the river, and there's a ring of tall oak trees surrounding where you're standing. So, what brings you to me?
Chance? We're actually here to make a trek to see Pelor.
I see. Well, you've come to the wrong plane, wrong layer, I'm afraid. He's all the way down at the bottom. Or the inner plane, as they call it.
We've got a long walk ahead of us.
You could, but your ship can fly, can't it?
Fair.
Why not fly down to the ocean? You can take the hard way if you want, but there's really no need. It's not like this is Celestia.
It's not? I mean, I thought we would need to, I guess, like, walk each. Like, maybe not walk, but you know what I mean.
No. We're, a little less strict than the Celestians. A lot less strict, in fact.
Fair. Thank you.
We're neither lawful or chaotic here. You could say we're kind of neutral when it comes to that. It is a heaven. It is a good place. There's just not really any law. Don't need it.
Righty then. And I guess everybody back on the ship. Follow the river down. We'll get lost.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Way better.
Bye. And Gwynda's waves back.
Remember to breathe.
Deeply noted.
That was cryptic.
Yeah, that's slightly cryptic.
Yep.
She's the goddess of tranquility. That's it. There's nothing more deep than that. She's just telling you to be chill.
Sorry, it just sounded ominous since we're going to like a water area.
Yeah, we're about to, like, jump down this, and it's like, oh, remember to breathe. The rest of us, what?
Used to. She tries to give you some advice that would about being maintaining your calm, and you all panic about it. That's freaking perfect.
Oh God!
Oh gosh, in game or oh gosh, out of game.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're back on the ship, and you start taking it down.
Yep.
Using the river as a guide, but not necessarily riding it.
Yep.
Woot. Well then. You soon find yourselves getting a tour. Going over the edge of Amoria. Seeing the mountains beneath it. And all the animals that reside there along the edge of the river. In Aronia. There do seem to be a couple of palatial buildings in the mountains.
If I stuck my head out the ship, do I think I'd hear the clanging of hammers?
No.
Hmm.
No. Enlil is not a dwarf. He's a human. But he does have a beard. So, you know. I don't know. You keep going under the mountains, past the stony cliffs, to Bellerin, where you see all the swamps and the marshes, and yeah. And finally,
They look different. They look different than any swamp or marsh we've ever been in because they're happy, not a.
yeah, they're not miserable, full of death swamps. They're living, vibrant, healthy swamps. And finally, you go below the mall, and there, underneath Bellerin, shining down on the ocean, is a sun-like orb. And directly beneath this orb, on a tropical island, a huge man is sunbathing.
Don't even have to say it, Wilhelm. That way.
Sounds. Should I land before we get near him, or like, do you think he'll care?
Come down in the water and sail closer, or you're gonna fly right over to him.
Land in the water and sail over.
Okay. So I'm gonna land and begin going on and sailing.
So yeah, you make anchor in the shallow waters around the island. The dude is still just laying there. What do you do?
Make a deal to me.
So I'm gonna get close, and I'm gonna get to a respectful distance,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna be like, he's asleep. I'm asleep or not? I'm gonna try it anyway. Lord Pelor, can I have a moment of your time, please?
Oh, holy fuck, I'm gonna get sunburn at this rate. Ah. Yeah.
And you even get sunburned, my lord. You control the sun.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Who are you?
My name is Jinrilla. I'm a paladin who follows your teachings. I come on behalf of ancient servants of yours and a prophecy. Basically, I need something like that to take back with me. As she points up to the sun orb.
You think you can just take a sun? Try. Go for it. Your ship's gonna burn up before you get close.
I don't want to take that sun. You made a gem or something for one of your temples that produced light like a sun. Do you remember this?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, we found the temple.
Is this from? Is this on Earth? Or yeah, which world are you from?
Goes through the. I guess she'll try to explain the best she knows how because she's confused as what exactly he means by that.
Okay. Let's try this another way. So, which great calamity in your world resulted in my appearance?
Which great calamity?
Well, yeah, that's usually what happens, right? I manifest during some great calamity, and that's why you guys believe in me, right? I showed up to scare off the boogly boos.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think any of the ballads of the calamity that I know of mention you by name.
What? Ridiculous. I'm worshipped on countless worlds. I just put a big bright spot in the sky and everyone worships me. It's great.
Well, your worship is kind of declining where we're from because it's around, there's a lot of undead.
Is there still a sun in the sky?
Yes.
Then you're fine. Just don't go out at night. Can I get back to sleep now?
Is there anything we can do that will convince you to help us recreate the missing artifact?
Missing artifact? What do you mean, missing artifact?
The sun orb, or the gem, or the light of Pelor.
The light.
It's your temple.
Alright. So you're trying to tell me that something stole The light of Pelor. Successfully.
Yes,
Fortune?
I've seen the temple where it was. It is darkened. It is manned by your servant that your power is keeping alive unnaturally long so that they can pass this information on to the proper people, which apparently is us.
Huh. Wait. I vaguely remember that. So, you three, somehow my addled acolytes think you are the few that is many. How are you three the few that is many? There's only 3 of you.
Hold on.
That was
Wilhelm, Wilhelm back there is capable of creating lots and lots of copies of people. And we also have slowly been working on a network of allies that we could call on for help.
Oh, good. Maybe they can help you.
None of them are
maybe we
you.
should help.
None of them can recreate your light. We can't recover it because it's being held within the phylactery of a lich and has been for probably hundreds of years. So
Wait,
even if we got it, the power would not be pure anymore.
so I was going to say, how do you know you're not going to succeed until you try? But wait, did you just say that a lich got hold of my power? A fucking lich.
A vampiric lich, or a lich vampire, or something of the like, claimed himself to be master of the undead.
Fuck.
He stole the power and used it to seal away, destroy most of the dragons.
Oh, it can't be all bad then.
I'm not getting into dragon prejudice right now. But you do realize that like dragons are supposed to be part of the natural order, right?
Pfft. Nah. They're invaders.
Okay, well, even if you think that, I'm going to remind you that your teachings say that there is no such thing as a good undead.
Well, yeah, this is true. This is true. Except, of course, the Undying. Right? I did leave that. I did remember to put that bit in, right?
No, but most people have never met an Undying. So, it's not gonna matter.
Fair. Alright. So, you want me to come to your little world and put and give you a new little sunspot above the temple, yeah? That all?
Yeah, that would be all.
Alright. And a guy just gets some rest. Jeez. Okay.
Don't you have prayers to answer? Like, a couple of clerics of yours.
They usually sort themselves out.
You literally give them their power.
Yeah. But it's all like... There's so much power floating around now. I mean... some of it goes back to them before it even gets to me.
Jinrilla's gonna turn and look at the others and be like, with a look of like, I'm so glad that I do not get my power directly from this man. Like,
We will just be doing that to you.
but yes, if you would please come and restore the temple's light, then we can bring new worshippers and new defenders to your warm embrace.
Well, you know I can't go there in person, right?
Not for very long. No, but you can send an avatar.
I could. Yeah, I suppose.
Or you could tell,
Or I could what?
or you could maybe tell us how we could construct a box or a thing, carry something like that back. We could do it ourselves.
All right, I have an idea. Give me a sec. And a body kind of drops into the sand from between his legs.
That's gross.
Take him with
Dear
you.
God, gets birth from his butt.
You just shout out an avatar.
However many Wilhelms
We will just like
I'm
pick up
never
the mask
pooping
and
them
get,
out.
like,
I don't care
look
what
at
you
this-
guys request. I have dignity.
All right, there you go. I'm gonna go back to sleep now. He lays back down on the sand. Hey guys, we got an adventure to go on, don't we?
Please tell me it's not naked.
He's naked.
You want to put something on before we leave?
Like what?
Like a robe or something. Clothes. Put some clothes on.
Clothes? Oh! Yeah, clothes. Alright. He clicks his fingers and threads coalesce around him and weave themselves together into clothes. Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
Not too derivative of what you're wearing, is it?
Alright. Let's get back on the ship. Back to the
Back to the
temple. And get this thing. You know, we're gonna have to defend the temple while he does this, right?
Most likely.
I mean,
We're probably going to have to after
it'll
this.
attract everything nearby to it, right? Right?
Yeah. His mere presence is going to attract a bunch of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna have to defend him and the temple while he gets the work done. Hopefully once it's done, the power of the light will help with the defense. And he will take himself and the servants up back where they belong. But let's just get there and do what we need to do.
Okay. Alright. Onto the ship.
Okay.
I've been in my human form this entire time because it's just being better.
Yeah.
I will now be shifting to my hybrid form.
Ooh. That's not a good look for you.
I prefer to fight this way.
What do we need to fight?
I don't know yet, but I'm not taking any chances.
Well, has it ever occurred to you that perhaps we should take the higher road and talk to people first before jumping to conclusions that we're gonna have to fight. I mean, have a little patience.
If their skin is falling off their bones, they're not going to be in the mood to talk.
Oh no, the poor sick people. What are they diseased with?
Death. They're diseased with death or undeath.
Oh, you.
If they're undead,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't.
You're talking about the necrotized, the undead. I thought you were talking about actual people. Yeah.
No, if they're people, yes, we generally do try to talk to them first before we fight them. And if we do have to fight them, we don't necessarily end them. We test each other's metal or whatever, and then help each other out afterwards. But if they are undead, no, I don't really talk to them because they don't really talk back.
So, but undead usually have masters. They don't have minds of their own. They need to be controlled by something, right?
Yeah.
Well,
More okay. So most of the mindless undead where we're from are controlled by intelligent undead.
yeah. Okay. Well, those if they're intelligent, then they can be reasoned with. Yes.
They're still undead. Mortal enemies of the sun.
Right. But we could cure them of that, couldn't we? We could bring them back to life. We could make them happy and healthy again.
Depends on what killed them, how long ago it killed them, and whether or not they want to come back to life.
Well, why wouldn't they? Life is great, don't you think?
Because some twisted individuals really like the power that undeath gives them.
Being undead makes you powerful?
That there must be some reason some people seek it out. I mean, they are more durable. They are longer lived. They don't have to worry about aging ever again.
Aging. What's aging? I'm sorry, I've got so many questions. I literally just came into existence 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So for those of us born in the normal way in the mortal world, we start out as small children, and we as the seasons pass, we get bigger, and then after a certain number of seasons, we cease to be.
Oh, how horrible!
Well, when we do, if we follow a god and we've led a good life, we are generally taken to our afterlife in service or paradise with or near our chosen deity.
So your reward for a lifetime of struggle is to get to hang out with somebody way more powerful than you for eternity.
And not have to worry about anything ever again. Like, live a life of paradise.
Alright. Sounds pretty good. So dying is pretty good then? Like,
rush it.
sorry, what?
People like living good, long fulfilling lives before dying, if possible. It's also not very easy on those they leave behind, because even though they know that they will move on to someplace better, they still miss having that person there. But it's a mixed bag.
Oh. So they don't like that the other person gets to be in paradise?
I think it's more of a you know that person is in a better place, but you, I guess, miss them and want to come
Yeah, it's
back. You're new. It's something you more experience rather than being told about.
You can't know, you have to experience it for yourself.
Yeah,
pretty much.
but there's like didn't realize they're gonna go to somewhere nice. I'm probably gonna be reincarnated. Don't really remember my other carnations. My new soul, and then Wilhelm.
Oh.
He's Pelor, so he kind of lives mortal.
You kind of what?
Also gets. I
What
don't
was
remember.
that?
Do like Feywild creatures get reincarnated also, or do they technically live in more? They live forever unless they die. Plane.
Wilhelm, do you know? Do you know what happens?
Well, joking. When he dies, he gets reincarnated, but it's as a plant in the Feywild.
As a plant in the Feywild.
Yep. And then if he dies again, he reckons they might turn him back into a creature, but he has no idea. And that is why a lot of the Feywild creatures have moods, because they were once living creatures.
They have moods?
Yeah.
Big mood.
You know, if you smack a piece of grass and you're like, oh, you're an ugly piece of crap, then in the Feywild you might get stabbed by said piece of grass.
Because it doesn't
You gotta
like
watch out for grass.
Keep off the grass. Alright then. Well, this is all very interesting. When do we get to where we're going? By the way?
I was waiting for you guys to finish everything. We're going now. And Wilhelm's gonna, once he sits down and everything, clap his hands and we're there.
Oh, wow. That was...
You get used to it after a while. At least that was just travel between the planes. You haven't experienced the real fun of other things Wilhelm knows how to do.
I can't... Wait.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. It's bad.
Okay. Well, we're here then, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So... Top of the... Okay, I think I can see that. Yeah. And he begins climbing up the temple. Some of the Undying, including the scribe, come out. What is this? What is happening?
Well, we have brought somebody to reignite the light of Pelor.
I don't understand. I thought you were going to reignite the light of Pelor. The prophecy is quite clear. It's supposed to be you.
Hey, buddy. It's Pelor's avatar. Went and talked to him. This is how we reignite the light of Pelor.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, so she's whispering to the scribe, "Hey, buddy, this is Pelor's avatar. We don't have the power to reignite the light of Pelor ourselves, but this was granted to us by the god himself to reignite the light of Pelor."
How did you secure? How did you gain an audience with Pelor?
We traveled through the plane. We traveled through the layers of the plane of Elysium till we reached his island home, and um, respectively requested his assistance, and this was what he gave us. Wake up! Wake up!
No, doesn't also know about the little grinding. Yeah, yes. I assumed that she wouldn't. That wouldn't be something that would be commonly known among the drow. Okay. So, yeah. About halfway up the pyramid, the avatar stops and calls down, "Can I get a little help up here? I'm gonna need another pair of hands."
Sure.
Well, Gwen, I think this is Jinrilla's faith. I think we should let Jinrilla be the one to aid.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot I was muted. I'm headed up.
Yep, I just saw since we can fly, but okay.
Go to your mom.
Okay.
Come on. Or are you staying with Daddy?
Okay.
Go to mom.
In the meantime, Gwen, I want to go ahead and head outside and make sure we aren't in any major risk or anything. He's
Well,
gonna have Wilhelm
you are
fly.
outside, which is why you're able to.
Oh, are we still outside? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wilhelm's gonna ask Wilhelm to fly the ship like into the clouds so no one can see it, and then he's just gonna stand there and wait.
Okay.
I don't like that sound.
Something's gonna happen, but I haven't decided what yet. Let's get something big.
You have some jewelry?
Yep.
Very good.
Come on.
Go to mom.
Oh, no.
Go to mom. Go to mom. Get changed. I apologize.
Let's see.
What's medicine? Did you get my medicine?
What? Da, 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 da. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be fun. That'll be lots of fun. Okay. So,
Let's see. Keep up the way you're not going. You want to stay here with Dad? That chance? You want to stay with Dad? Go get ready. Go keep your drinks and get ready, okay? Come on. All right. Yaku? So cool.
so the ship climbed.
Server mute.
Yeah, I may have to.
I know it sucks, but I know sometimes you're trying to talk and it starts interrupting and it can be annoying.
Let's stay here. No.
Okay. So, hopefully they'll message me to let me know that I can unmute them. I'm also not sure if they're even available to hear me when this is going on.
I let them know.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Okay. Oh, but there's still the background noise. Okay. I'll try anyway. So the ship rises up into the sky. And you hear if they have a party they're trying to get ready for. Okay. Fair. Sorry. So, yeah. So the ship climbs up above the clouds. You hear a loud blast, and the ship comes floating back down through the clouds again, with a great gaping hole in its side.
Wilhelm is looking up, pissed off. Wilhelm, what hit you? He's gonna wait for it to get into range, and then telepathically ask Wilhelm what the hell happened.
I imagine he mostly just points upward as a gargantuan, multi-headed dragon comes down through the cloud cover. Tiamat, or at least an aspect of her.
He just attacked the Nos Astra. This bitch! And he is saying that out loud so she can hear.
She seems to be flying towards the top of the pyramid. No. You will not. Pelor will not return.
Question: would Wilhelm know? Does Tiamat, from anything he's heard, would Tiamat have any especially with this is his major fancy of dragon types? Would any of his dragons have any if he was to shape change into any form of a dragon, would he be able to do anything for her, or would he have to go angel?
You may find that in your dragon form that you are compelled to kneel.
What a shame. Wilhelm kneels on nothing. and he is going to, before she lands, then just
No.
change.
She's not landing. She's heading for the top of the pyramid.
Oh, I can fight her in the sky. The angels have fly speeds, I think. Let me
Okay.
double check that before I start lying to myself.
So initiative time.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Thanks, by the way, Anthony.
Thanks.
I don't know what CR level and aspect of Tiamat is, but whatever it is,
Do you want to know?
it's an option now.
Do you want to
Yes, sir.
know?
And
Yeah.
30.
It's probably 30, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. That's still gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I always double check the shape change forms. Yeah, I don't think any of the others have the ability to fly at all. Where is he? Rash Dragon, Night Warrior, Solar, there we go.
Do you want me to bring up the solar stat block, or have you got it?
I got it. I just had to double check my wild shapes, or not my wild shapes, my shape changes to make sure that was the form I had.
Oh, could
Oh,
you got it?
capital R.
Yeah. Lowercase r, please.
There we go. 10.
10. Okay.
I never roll high initiative, so this doesn't surprise me anymore.
Fair. Okay. So, it is gonna be general. I suppose I should roll something for Vetzel as well. Meh, he's gonna be concentrating on what he's doing.
Sounds fair to me.
Tiamat on 17. Gwen on 16. Wilhelm on 10. Okay. Generilla, what do you want to do as you're climbing up the temple steps and see Tiamat heading straight for the avatar? For the avatar of Pelor. Generilla?
Forgot I was muted. I'm gonna head up the thing and hope that at some point she gets close enough that I can actually hit her, because right now I don't have any way to affect her.
Okay.
Because I can't. I don't fly.
Okay. So you're gonna wait till her breath attack is used up, basically.
Yes. I don't want to, but I have no real way to reach her. That's all my main problem.
So you're holding your action.
Double checking. I don't have anything.
You should. I will say you're probably out of range for it, but I know at one point, Wilhelm did enchant a Javelin of Returning for you. It won't be super effective, but you should have one.
Okay.
Just be careful.
I probably would use the lightning because I know she's whatever. But if I do have a javelin of returning, I'll move my 40 feet closer and I will try to throw the javelin at Tiamat.
Okay. You run up the steps, putting yourself between her and the aspect and the avatar as much as you can, and hurl the javelin. Given the... I'm going to say disadvantage.
That's what I was figuring. I'm just trying to... Okay, I don't think it's a...
It's just a javelin. So...
But it has... It somehow has returning property on it, so...
Basically, you can throw the javelin, it comes back to your hand, you throw it again.
So it does count as a magic weapon.
Yes.
Okay. So, what is a ranged attack?
Strength based, though, because you're throwing it.
Okay, so that's 9 plus... So that's... I believe that's a plus 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't smite with it because I'm not holding it. But that's okay. I can hit or shoot something. One and 20. I'm pretty sure I missed. But I'm pretty sure her AC is
23.
ridiculous.
Yep. So good try, but each throw glances off her scales.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my actions. I have a bonus action spell. Anything good? That's an action. Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yep, that's it for me.
So Tiamat. Doesn't get her breath weapon back after she used it on the ship. Has to fly down to where the Avatar is standing. And make 3 attacks. Yep. Actually, I'm going to incorporate a legendary attack in there too. Okay. So, bite does 2d12 plus 3d12 of force damage. And the claws each do 2d10, so that's 4d10 plus so even as the Avatar is standing at the top of the pyramid, molding light between his hands, Tiamat comes down, hits him with a bite and 2 claw attacks, and then manages to actually lift him off the ground in her claw. He's still focusing on the orb of light growing between his hands. Gwyn, what do you want to do?
Okay, I see the big old dragon. I'm going to like yell out and
You let him
abyssal-
go!
hey, give her the sniper's salute, and then say, "Swift death to my enemies, swift death to you have wronged me." Activates her
Yeah.
bow special ability
Yep.
and
Oath bow.
steady aim.
Very nice.
And I'm not gonna do sharpshooter. I need to be able to hit this thing just in case.
Well, you've got elven accuracy anyway, but sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you have
Okay.
the lucky feat?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, elven accuracy. Does a 26 and 27 hit?
The 26 and 27 hit, yes.
Okay. I'll also add my sneak attack since I had advantage, and I'm going to add my Wells of the Grave ability / Death Kneel, which does extra necrotic damage.
No immunity to that.
So I'm gonna have to plug in some numbers.
Do it.
2d. Give me triple digits.
$105. Very nice.
And with that, she's going to fly up in the air and try to taunt the dragon.
Taunt the dragon.
Yeah. Or at least, away from it, saying, stuff at it to try and have Gwen be a distraction while they focus on the orb. That's her plan. Might not work, but still.
Alright, how are you going to get their attention?
Yelling out stuff that how they're a lizard and that they why do they have 6 heads? Can't they choose which one's the ugliest?
It's 5, but yeah. Wilhelm!
Alrighty. In his solar form, Wilhelm is going to draw back the longbow and take aim. And then put an arrow, hopefully in Tiamat. Be a weird one.
In Tiamat's eye? Is that what you said?
No, just in Tiamat.
Okay. You're not aiming for the wrist that's holding the avatar then?
My modifier to hit isn't as high as Generalism. Considering General missed, I'm good. Sometimes you just gotta do what you. Holy shit!
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
This is okay.
Fine.
I give you a choice. Critical damage or an arrow through the wrist.
An arrow to the wrist would be nice. but I don't ever get to do crazy amounts of critical damage as Wilhelm.
Okay then.
Yeah, I'll take the critical damage. Okay, because this is going to be dumb. Okay. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. So that is in total like 24d8 plus 12 from both attacks.
Okay, roll it.
Let me make sure my math's right for this. Okay, yep, so there's 68 from the crit, multiplying, plus 12 from the... plus 12. Then the radiant damage becomes 12d8 plus the extra 68. Okay, so 8 plus 18d8. Holy shit.
Nice.
112?
112.
Radiant damage.
You did more than Generala.
Yay, for the first and only time ever.
Nice. Okay. And the turn passes... Well, actually... Before the turn passes back to Generilla, the aspect is going to make one more legendary action. Trying to take a bite out of the Avatar, who is restrained at the moment. So 19 ADV. Oh, yep, that hits. So 2d12 plus 10 and 3d12 force damage. That's another 41 points of damage. And luckily, the vessel is immune to being frightened. So, turn passes to Generilla.
Is there any part of the dragon that's within sword range?
Yes. It's now perched on top of the pyramid, holding the Avatar and trying to eat it.
Then at the end of Wilhelm's turn, I too would like to use a legendary action to attack it, which I will incorporate into my my thing here.
Uh-huh. You know what's really silly?
What?
So, Hydras have as many attacks as they have heads, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tiamat, even if they're using multi-attack, still only gets one bite attack.
Wait, really?
Even though she has 5 heads.
Okay, that's really stupid.
I think it's because otherwise Tiamat gets too powerful because doesn't the bites also get the elemental damage of the head or whatever?
Well, the way that they've simplified the stat block is that it does, instead of you taking all the elemental damage types, you just take 3d12 of force damage instead. I think it would be more thematic to have,
Yeah, I don't know what they did to her. I would probably redo her in some way, shape, or form.
Yep, well, we will. For mana shards. We won't be able to call her Tiamat, but yeah. Alrighty, all of those hit. Even the 24.
Okay. I've got a question.
Yes.
I know she counts as a dragon, but doesn't she also count as a fiend?
No, sadly. She should.
Okay.
But no. The aspect of Tiamat is only a dragon, not a fiend.
Okay. I wasn't sure. That's why. That way I know what damage to roll.
Yes.
Okay, so what is that? Hold on. My brain is busted.
Your brain is busted.
Oh, my brain is all busted. So that's 14, 28, 56. That's 56 plus 10. D6. Yes, he may be restrained, but he's not incapacitated.
The avatar is not incapacitated. No, he's just restrained and focusing on his task.
That's fine.
He's
It's
not
more the fact that
Go on.
focused on him, though. So, basically, I'm getting my sneak attack is all I'm trying to figure out. All right, 36. I didn't activate any smites. Not bonus action smites. Don't get the damage from the sword because she's fiend or an undead. I don't get the extra damage from the thing, but that'll be 20d8 from.
Is any of it acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison?
Nope, it's all magical, piercing, and or radiant.
Sweet. 204. Well, Generilla beat your beat your total again, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, General always will.
Blast you through your
That's just the
record.
difference between. That's just the difference between paladins and wizards. Sadly, is I'm not meant to do mass amounts of damage at once.
Indeed.
I can only do it in bursts, though. Like, once I've used up my. I mean, I'm as limited as other spellcasters, and I don't have as many spell slots as they do.
Yeah, and I'd say at least for me, in my opinion, like wizards have much more versatility. So
Screaming in
Yeah.
fury, Tiamat turns all her heads at you and fooshes. Could you make a dexterity saving throw, Generilla?
I would have a hard time making this. Why did I say that? I always say that, then I forget how ridiculous my save is.
Ooh. Missed it by 2. So
I still take half damage.
you're gonna need to. 87. Which would be halved. Let's see. Should have done it automatically, I'm sorry.
43.
43.
Yup.
I was a math child in school.
Yeah, me too, but that was a long time ago for me. 43.
I'll
Wilhelm.
take it off. Yep, wait a minute.
You'll take it what?
And Wilhelm.
I said I'll take it off my HP when I get inside.
Okay. I'll remind you. Okay. Gwyn.
Right, before my turn, how many legendary actions do we have?
2 now.
You now have 2. So you can do one at the end of Tiamat's turn and then one at the end of Wilhelm's turn if you wanted to. For example.
Should I just do all the damage at once, or?
Yeah, I mean, technically you're doing a legendary followed by your own attack, so it would pretty much all be at once. Yeah.
Okay, and do electricity. I imagine hits.
Only the 28 hits. Oh, but you did. Oh, I see. So it would have been the 26 and the 28. Yeah, only those two hit.
Okay.
Do. Well, Gendrilla dies from the plague in the background.
Hopefully, it's not the bubonic type.
No. I didn't realize until I saw a video on the subject that the bubonic plague isn't a variant of the plague, it's a stage of it.
Oh, really? I thought that was like the whole thing.
No. Like,
Oh, wow.
it's the same sickness, but to a certain extent, it depends on how you catch it and what part of your body is infected by it as to how it affects you. But it's possible to have more than one type of plague from the... Yeah, because it's actually the same bug. It just affects you in multiple different ways.
That's gross.
Verifying.
It is. 168. And Tiamat, for a moment, seems to go down. And of course she's on a pyramid. So she drops the avatar. Generally,
Yes.
could you make a dexterity save to see if you can grab Vessel before he disappears? Before he slides down the side of the pyramid. Tumbles.
That's
Plus-
not correct. I don't know what that was.
That would be a 28 altogether, yeah. Okay. So yes, you managed to grab hold of him. You managed to grab hold of him. He's still manages to maintain concentration on his orb. Tiamat seems to tumble down the pyramid for a bit. And then when she gets to the bottom... She stands back up again, but there's something... Like she seems to be glowing with infernal fire. She's fucking pissed. You've activated her mythic form.
Good. Will Home take a legendary action at the end of Gwen's turn, too?
Okay. What do you want to do?
Alright. He's going to shoot her with a bow.
With the Slayer bow.
Yep. And I assume it's my turn after Gwen, right?
It is your turn after Gwyn, so you can do your legendary and your regular actions all at once, just like Gwyn did. If you like.
Yeah, sure.
Only the 28
God.
hits, though.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid. Ooh. Yep. Oh, well. +6 +68, so.
segment. So, if you guys are wondering what all the clicky-clacky noises is, I'm playing with these puzzle cube things that I got for really cheap. And they've got magnets in them, so they're supposed to, like, satisfyingly... Like, the planes are supposed to stick to each other in a satisfying way. But I don't know if you can hear that rattling. Clearly the magnets have come loose inside the plastic case. So, I mean, they still, like, can be changed into different shapes. Just don't expect the satisfying magnetic click as you do so, because the glue is cheap as fuck. So, anyway, you've done 42 more points of damage to Tiamat. Yes?
Yeep, yeep.
To Mythic Tiamat. Alright. She... 60 foot radius. Nobody's within 60 foot of her at the moment because she's at the bottom of the pyramid, yeah? Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Generilla, what'd you do?
I know it's crazy. And I know it's dangerous.
And sounds like fun.
But I'm basically gonna I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can get my legendary action attack in because I'm so far away from her.
Yeah, she's tumbled down the pyramid and you're still at the top, holding on to the avatar.
I'm gonna put him down.
Place him down gently.
Yeah. I mean, if it comes down to weirdness or whatever, I'll burn my legendary to set him down, and then I'm gonna.
You don't need to do that, but he is gonna say, "Don't leave me. I still need you. When the orb is ready, I need you to."
Can't smack her from up.
I need you to kill me.
Excuse, dear God. Okay.
You said it was a good experience, right? It's all gonna be fine. Paradise forever. You said so, right?
You're part of the god. You're just gonna be reabsorbed. Whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna fight him.
I don't think it'll work like that this time. I think I'm gonna become this.
Okay.
Choice. Kill the dragon. Or complete the creation of the Light of Pelor.
I would say I hold my action dragon to come back up here, but I have a slightly different plan. Probably not going to work the way I want it to. But for the time being, I am going to... Actually, I am going to legendary action at the end of Wilhelm's turn to cast a spell on the person. On this avatar of Pelor.
Okay.
I am casting Sanctuary.
You ward a creature within range against attack. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must make a wisdom save. Clever. Bonus action.
Well, oh, that's a bonus. Never mind. Then I won't have to waste my legendary on that. I just won't get any of them. And I will hold my actual action for if Tiamat comes. I'm going to stand like right next to him, and if Tiamat gets too close, I'm going to unleash my fury.
Nice. Okie dokie. Tiamat. Sorry, what? So, where is everybody at the moment? Wilhelm and Gwyn are both in the air, yes?
Yeah, Wilhelm would be at least 100
Yeah.
feet above Tiamat, just hanging out.
Okay. You do not know what you're doing!
Can you please explain them?
Pelor must not return!
Does Wilhelm know what the fuck she's talking about when she says Belial?
Pelor. No.
Belauer? Yeah. What, does he know what she's talking about at all?
It-
She's going crazy.
Three?
Very obscure lore. Buried for many centuries. You have no idea. I mean, if you want, your players that are controlling your characters could search the Enveron network for the definition.
Can I Enveron that, please?
Can you Enveron that? Yeah. Pelor is a yellow dragon that is pledged to Pelor. However, the yellow dragons, otherwise known as sun dragons, are still a chromatic dragon and used to be loyal to Tiamat until they defected and served Pelor instead.
So they're evil dragons gone good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
No. Negative? Wait. Would these dragons technically would have been up in the into the moon?
If they were still if they were around at the time of the dragon gathering, you know where Tiamat was.
Yeah.
Guarding the... Yeah, she was in Avernus, guarding the entrance to the second level of the Hells.
Yes. So she couldn't answer the call.
She wouldn't even have felt it.
Maybe Pelor couldn't have answered it because he'd already been,
Consumed.
yeah, destroyed, whatever.
Yep.
Let's hope this is not Nick.
All right, what's Tiamat doing? Doesn't get her breath attack back, but she can fly 120 feet up, and doesn't like Gwyn very much. So let's do a bite claw tail attack.
Do I get my held action?
Tiamat's not coming to you.
Oh,
They're getting their vengeance on Gwyn first because they're primarily, I mean, they're cunning, but she's also evil and full of hatred and cuntiness. So she's attacking Gwyn. 27, 35, 33.
They all hit.
Okay. 2d12.
Is her bite and claws magical?
Yeah, her attacks are magical.
Okay, just want to make sure. Continue. How hurt is she?
Plus. Uh, 30. 79 points of damage, and could you make a strength saving throw, please?
I don't think you've used your reaction yet this turn, Gwen, so you can make that 79 halved.
Yeah, I was. I'll do that.
But you fail the strength saving throw, so you get knocked prone. And you're about 100 feet up, yeah?
But her flight is based off of her mass, which is magical. Don't think she's gonna fall.
She still gets whomped with the tail and smacked toward the ground.
That's fair. That's fair. I was thinking more of the fact that
Yeah,
it's not the winged kind of
Right.
flight.
I understand. But in this case,
Sorry.
big strong tail, like a bat, Gwyn like a baseball.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair.
So, yeah. So 33 points of damage due to gravity. Or rather, impact with the ground.
And there's nothing we can do about that.
No.
Yeah.
But Gwyn, it's your turn.
End of TMS turn, could I do a legendary action and shooter?
Of course you can.
Oh, Jesus. I'm assuming a 16 misses, unless her AC suddenly dropped when she goes mythic. Hello?
You doing what now? Sorry. Yeah, 16 still doesn't hit. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's what I kind of figured. I just wanted to make sure, and then I couldn't hear anybody, so I thought I disconnected or something.
Nah.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So, Gwyn, what'd you do?
Okay, Gwyn is going to sit up. Stand up.
Do that funky stuff, yeah.
And then, as a legendary action, so she's going to use her normal attacks plus another legendary action to try and snipe at Tiamat in the sky.
Alright. So you stand up and shoot. And only...
Okay, then.
Yeah, do your elven accuracy.
Give me some nat 20s.
12 and archery.
Guys. Needs to be pin cushioned.
Pin cushioned. Yeah, only the third shot hits. Only the 20.
Okay.
So it'd be a 26 instead of a 25, but the 22 misses, and the 20 does definitely.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, one hit. 101. That's a good hit, though, with one shot.
Those wells from the grave.
Mm-hmm. Gravy. All right. Wilhelm.
Alrighty. Wilhelm is going to repeat the same process and shoot.
Shoot. Shoot her.
Jesus Christ.
Nope. You fail.
I got one natural 20, and ever since then the dice are just like, nah, we can't allow you to have a second good roll. Sorry.
She's hard to hit, despite her size. Yeah, exactly.
This food.
Okay. Rilla.
I'm going to bonus action.
Bonus action.
Hold on, let me. That is just a minute. It does not say concentration up to a minute. I was double checking if Sanctuary was a concentration spell.
It's not. It's
Okay.
one and done.
Okay. So I will bonus action cast branding. Branding smite on. Cast branding smite.
On
On
your
my
weapon?
action. Yep. My action for if Tiamat.
All right. Tiamat's in the air at the moment.
Yeah, I know. I have to hope she comes to attack the orb, the avatar.
She's
It's the only way I'm going to be able to hit her.
At some point, she's gonna want to. I mean, she's. Yeah, that's probably her next. She wanted to punish Gwyn for doing so much damage to her, but she still needs to take out the Avatar. Before he finishes his ritual. So you just do...
I just cast the spell, and then I hold my action for
Yeah.
the moment
Mm-hmm.
he gets close enough.
Doesn't get breath weapon attack. So, yeah, she's going to have to fly in. She's going to try and hurt the Avatar. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw to succeed in her attack. Oh, it helps if I actually use the right frickin'
Yes, it does.
commands. There we go. Whoa, that's a fail.
Yep, that is a fail. Not because it's an automatic one, but
Legendary
15
resistance. Legendary resistance.
hey, find one of those.
Okay.
But I will get my attacks then when.
Because they're held. So your attacks would technically get in first. Because you were waiting.
Also, Sentinel.
Okay, so you also get your reaction. So you held action and your reaction. Do it. You know, so basically the normal attacks plus 1.
Yep. I know the last one misses, obviously.
Oh yeah. In fact, so you make 3 good hits, and then your sword drops out of your hands and goes clattering down the side of the pyramid. But how much damage do you do before you lose your weapon?
Give me a second. So, D8 plus. I know it doesn't matter much because she's got ridiculous reach, but if one of those is my reaction, her movement would drop to 0. Why is it that I can never remember how much?
Because you got a lot on your mind, and you're a father, and you're a father first, and a.
Well, I'm by myself right now. It's just so it's 42.
Still, I imagine that most of your thoughts are full of kid stuff.
Forgotten. Yeah, because the way it's set up, I get the. It's all in the same turn. Wouldn't get the.
So 142.
Yep.
Okay. And she managed to get 3 hits against the Avatar. Doing 57 points of damage. He's looking pretty bloody, and he fails his strength save, so he gets knocked off the top of the pyramid and goes bouncing down the side of it. So, Gwyn.
How much in progress does the Avatar look like he's done with the orb making?
The orb, unfortunately, he's lost concentration on it entirely as he's gone rolling down the pyramid. He's looking pretty beat.
Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go towards the Avatar, try to scoop him up.
Please. I need to reach the top. Please.
You got it. Gwyn's going to grab a hold of him and just try and fly him up towards the top while pouring health potions on top.
So you're holding him with one hand and feeding him potions is like...
Actually, I'll just...
Go on.
Actually, I'll hold on to him with both hands and just telekinesis ring to
Fair enough.
feed him health potions.
I just had this funny image of you holding him like on one arm like he's a baby and feeding him potions like they're the baby bottle. But how many hit points does he get back?
Okay, let me see. I have 4 greater health potions. So
You can only give him one as an
yeah, he's
action.
gonna probably need all of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
One per action, I'm afraid.
I have to look up. Okay, I'm gonna Google how much health.
You said it's greater?
Yeah,
Order to aid and roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Potion of great healing.
oh yeah, 40.
Oh. I can't find it.
Yeah,
I got it.
for whatever reason, it's hard to pull up the potions.
He has 16.
He's got 16 hit points. Okay. Thank you.
Are they
What
back
can
at the
I do
top?
to help?
I imagine your flight is pretty speedy, yes?
Yeah,
The
60.
dragon is still at the top. So that's a problem.
Because if they get up there, makes legendary action at the end of
Yes.
Okay, Gwen's gonna plop the guy on top, and Gwen is gonna start stabbing the dragon.
Right. Well, you don't have an action left for that,
Okay, that's never mind.
but at the end of your turn,
give him 55 HP back.
another 55. Okay.
And hands, I'm dumping the whole pool into
Into him.
the avatar.
That's cool. But can Gwyn, Genrilla, Gwyn and Genrilla, and the Avatar, of course, each make a dexterity save? As a chromatic flare flashes out from the dragon.
He totally has legendary resistances too, right? Just to be safe.
You don't know.
Really hope so.
So that would be 41 more points of damage to each of you.
Gwen, is that your base? Is that your base save?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. We get to add your modifier onto that, don't we? What is your...
5.
It's another 5. Okay. So that would bring it up to 26, which still fails.
Crap.
But Gwyn's, on the other hand, would be up to 29, which passes. So Gwyn only takes 20.
Oh, even with my
With evasion,
rogue
if she
stuff?
passes it.
If you do evasion as well, if you got with your evasion, that's 0. So you're fine.
And I only take 20.
And you only take 20. Because
Evasion.
of evasion. Okay.
If you succeed, you take 0. If you fail, you still only take half.
Okay. Wilhelm.
just want to keep maintaining this consistent cycle of shoot and hope I hit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
Fuck. Nope. You're hold on. You don't have any rogue levels, do you? No, you don't. Gah.
No. Why?
Because since you're not moving from your spot, if you're a rogue, you could use steady aim as a bonus action, but you're not.
Which is a good point, because I could have used lucky though, so I'll just re-roll one of those to see if I hit.
Yeah.
Oh my Christ.
No, you do not. That was worse.
Yeah, the game was like, hey man, you turn into an angel one time. We're just not going to let you do anything cool though.
Okay. Even with the Slayer bow. Fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah, they've only got a plus 13 to hit, so I figured Tiamat's AC would be way above that.
Right. But if you yourself had the Slayer bow, you'd be shooting better than that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, way better.
Yeah.
I'd have like a plus like 19 to hit or something.
Anyway.
Still only really need to roll average. You just can't roll a 10 or higher.
Oh, not for the life of me. I rolled that one natural 20, and ever since then it's been like, decline.
Denied. Okay. Anybody got any legendaries they want to do at the end of Wilhelm's turn?
How far away is my sword?
It's on the ground, like bottom of the pyramid.
Why couldn't this be a step pyramid?
It only has steps up one side to, and down the middle to get to the top. But anyway,
I guess my legendary action is going to have to be sliding down the.
whee, and then running back up. All right. You don't have any other weapons you could use?
Not what's going to hit nearly as hard.
Okay, you've got a +2 rapier, a sunblade, and the Holy Avenger. I'm assuming you were using the Holy Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with your sunblade?
I'm not attuned to it.
Okay. That sucks.
I only have so many attunement slots.
Yep.
Heck with. I guess I'll stab at it with the.
Rapier?
No, the javelin.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know that I have that. I know it's still on there, but I don't actually think I have the just the magic rapier anymore. I think it broke or something.
Yeah, it broke at one point. You rolled a nat 1 hitting something and it broke.
And you never fixed it. Oh dear.
No,
because I had. Yeah, had other weapons.
Fair. Okay. So. Roll the hit.
Yeah.
With your pointed stick. Your stick of destiny. You can still pump your smites through it, so.
I'm almost out.
Pump those smites.
Well, I think it's keen to hit.
It's a plus 17. It's not a plus. Yeah. So that would be a dirty 20, which unfortunately...
No, because that's not even remotely right. Because that's just the 3. Because I messed up the whole thing. Because that would be the iteration of.
Oh,
That's not even
yeah,
that's not even,
it didn't even do the result. Yeah. Try that again, please.
I'm working on it. I'm not trying to cheat, Anthony. That's literally just the iteration number.
You're absolutely right.
So I get 2 hits.
Yes, you do. You don't crit on 19s, do you?
No.
That's a shame. How much damage do you do?
$99.
99. 99. 99. Alright. Don't know why I'm singing so me. Anyway. That was Genrilla. Now it is Tiamat. And... Tiamat. And Gwyn put the avatar back on the top.
Yep. Gwen's kind of like trying to keep them apart from each other. So what happens?
Yeah, working on it. I'm trying to think. Okay, it doesn't get the breath weapon attack back, but is going to 3d20 plus 19. Oof. 2d10 plus 3d12 plus 2d10 plus 2d12 plus 30. And as the dragon picks up the avatar, bites at it, slaps at it with its tail, and scratches at it with its other claw, the avatar screams, "Now!" And a bright light seems to be building within him. What do you all do?
I'd like to take
Now.
I would like to take a legendary action and stab the avatar.
Roll to hit. With advantage because he's, of course, grappled in the hand of Tiamat. And... yeah. That hits. And as you plunge the blade through him, the avatar explodes in a brilliant white light that you can feel wash over you with like a comforting warmth. But the aspect of Tiamat screams, and though the light is blinding, especially even with the mask for Gwyn, it looks like basically it looks like she's being burned away as she screams. The screams stop, and as your vision slowly returns, you see a radiant yellow dragon flying above the top of the pyramid. You have done well, mortals.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for returning me to my proper post.
No problem.
Is there anything you would ask of me to return the favor?
Ooh.
Um,
I mean, I know what Wilhelm really wants to ask, but...
What does Wilhelm really want to ask?
Oh, he totally wants to ask this guy's permission to use his shape change form. I mean, he'd use it anyway without the guy. Yeah. But I don't want to waste that for one, or if in case he only gives us one request. So, party decision. Wait, does anybody have a better request?
Generella, but the only thing Generella can think to ask for is to release the priest from the temple.
They have done what they were made for. They can rest now. I am once again guarding the temple. This is now below.
when was going?
Sorry?
Sorry, I was like you said like.
Bilal is.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, Bilal said that it's his job now. They're cool. They can rest now. What do you do?
Out of your Gwynwood is like. Should we ask him to help us when we fight against Victory, or just let him be here?
Wouldn't be a bad idea to have the extra reinforcements. Whatever kind of dragon he is, I've never even read of the things.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay, Jeff?
I imagine he'd be the lich vampire.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just if I drink anything cold,
Right.
it gets
Pat the back. Pat your back.
You know you don't have to drink soda cold, right?
not soda.
It's not soda. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, it really doesn't matter if I drink anything, whether it be hot or cold. It can trigger it. I eat anything, it can trigger it. I talk too much.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
Ugh.
I know somebody who responds with hiccuping when they eat anything. Too much to their frustration. But anyway, keep going. And sneezing. So yeah, is there any boon you want to ask for from Balawa? He's offering
Knowledge. You know what? Knowledge.
knowledge of what?
The
Sorry?
of the past.
Of the past.
Yes, so like how this thing existed so far back that like Wilhelm had no fucking idea what this was. he's asking it to impart some of the knowledge it knows from then to him.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, psychically, you get an info dump about the culture that existed before the three, before the dragons were banished, when this land was still being fought over between giants and dragons, with much of the other races getting caught in the middle. Of course, many of the other races often owed their safety, like basically, both the giants and the dragons used the lesser races, in quotation marks, as pawns in their game, and offering them protection or just making them fight on their behalf. It sucked. But Pelor wasn't particularly interested in any of that, and felt it was his duty just to make sure the sun still shone day and night to protect all the races, including the dragons and the giants, from what he felt was the inevitable rise of the undead.
I'm happy. I don't think that gave me like no kind of boost, but that's okay because now Wilhelm has more knowledge.
Okay. What would Gwyn want?
There's two, I guess, things that maybe Gwyn would want. One of them would probably just to ask him if he would help us, I guess, fight against the big three, or at least Master, since he's undead. And I guess the second option for Gwyn would be to be able to, I guess, no longer have to shy away from the sun. Since...
Very well.
Yeah, bright lights hurt.
Okay. So you're going to lose your sunlight sensitivity, but also lose your super dark vision, so it's only 60 feet instead of 120 now.
Okay.
And once per turn, you can add 2d6 radiant damage to a single attack.
Once per turn?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, question, because you know I'm gonna ask. Pelor is not too high of a CR for Wilhelm to shape change into, is he?
What CR does he need to be?
20 something, 20 some odd. Hold on, let me count.
He's 25.
Oh yeah. He has to be 27 or lower.
He's a great worm.
Oh. So do I just get yellow great worm, or do you want me to add a?
It's a chromatic great worm.
Yes.
Now, for flavor, we can make it radiant damage that it does, but yeah, he's a chromatic great worm.
That's badass.
Well, seeing as it seems like they were going to grant the Janila's original wish, do I still have something I can ask him or not, Anthony?
What was Genrilla's original wish?
Was to release the priests from their role now that they're...
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that was going to be done anyway, so that was a freebie. What else do you want?
What would you do? this is going to be weird. And I'm not sure how he's going to do it. Wings.
Okay. A small bit of radiance. Well, yeah. This something similar would have probably have happened to each of you actually. Some of his radiance passes into you, and you are now. And as leathery draconic wings grow on your back and your features change, you are now a half dragon.
Okay. I guess that'll work.
Anthony, question, just because I'm curious. With the knowledge Belauer just gave him, would that give Wilhelm expertise in history?
When it, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. That works. That's fair.
I was just asking because it was
that's...
cool. Honestly, I would have been okay if you said no, because still Wilhelm's holding his knowledge, so.
That works. I like it. So yeah, that means, by the way, General, that means you have a radiant breath attack now.
Yeah.
So let's make it comparable to... Let's make it 5d8 radiant damage.
How many D8?
5.
Okay.
If they fail to... actually, make it a con save. They have to make a con save. It's a 15-foot radius. A 15-foot cone. It's not superb. It's equivalent to a wormling's, you know. But, so 15-foot cone. They have to make a con save or take 5d8 radiant damage against your spell save DC. Make sense?
Okay. That wrote down at some point when I...
Yeah. And with that, Belauer tucks his legs, tail, and head into his body and wraps his wings around himself and shines like a small sun floating above the pyramid.
The moment he does that, Wilhelm's like, wow, that was cool. And then, like, snaps back to and, like, goes yelling about the Nos Astra and is, like, flying down the side of the pyramid.
My ship!
I'm also going to, like, slide down the pyramid. And as soon as I enough, my sword's going to come... Well, it's not going to come flying back to me. It's not telekinesis, but I'm going to use my mage hand to grab my sword and bring it back to me.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gwyn will admire, I guess, her new dragon wings and probably other dragon features, take off her mask and just look at, like, oh my gosh, everything is so colorful, and start crying.
Aww.
All these colors.
I wouldn't recommend looking directly at Belauer while he's in sun mode.
Yeah, directly at him, but just like sitting admiring, like the blue,
Fair.
the clouds, the normal. I could probably not directly into the sun.
I imagine, like, once we get there, the other Wilhelm is going to be trying to unstuck himself, because I reckon when the ship crashed, it did not crash nicely.
It probably didn't, no. So yes, there's a little bit of rubble mess, and mostly the big hole in the side of the ship. Caused by, draconic force damage punching through it.
Guys, I have bad news. We're gonna need to fix this.
Well, we've got a little bit of time.
We're gonna have to go back to the keep to fix it, though. So,
Well, we've got a little bit of time.
it won't fly right now. So,
Get some rope or some chain or something. You and me, or the three of us, will take different, and we'll freaking lift it up and fly it back ourselves.
I don't know if we have enough chain for that.
It's pretty heavy.
Have used the
Yeah, but if we all three grab a hold.
I mean, as long as
No, I mean, like
Wilhelm, and I feel so bad for him. This is the first simulacrum Wilhelm made. So this is Wilhelm 1. He is not doing good. Does have a 19 strength, so he can help.
Yeah, but given that he's a simulacrum and he doesn't regain hit points, he's probably
Almost dead. Like
missing a snowy leg or something,
Yeah, he's not looking too good.
Like
I was gonna say, if it's
half of his face is missing, and you can just see the hard-packed snow inside of his head.
Oh. If the ship is under 2, one should just use her and pick it up fully.
You're gonna Superman it?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Or just Magneto.
I'm sorry, what?
Like Magneto from like X-Men 3, where he just picked up the Golden Gate Bridge.
Using your telekinesis.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like always like as
It
much
would
as
definitely keep it from falling apart.
Yeah.
it is.
Let's have a look. As I think there's a weight limit. Let's check. You can move a huge or smaller creature, an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. Well, in a better ship's going to be more than 1,000 pounds, though.
Oh,
Can we kind of flavor it as opposed to like moving it? She's just kind of wrapping it in a bubble to keep it from falling apart.
While the three of you fly it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you could use telekinesis to assist you as you're moving it, so it's not as heavy. Like, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. Good job, General.
That works.
More idea?
Very good idea. Woot.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah. Given that we've got 3 minutes left, I say we should put a... So, basically, you're flying back. You're carrying the ship between the four of you. Using telekinesis to hold it together. And to make it more buoyant. As you take it back to the Mighty Fortress Mall. Where the team of Wilhelms can work on it, and I'm sure while you're there, Kiori's going to make sure that you're all patched up with potions and everything. So, feel free to chat about that in the RP chat, and. Yeah. As you can, those of you listening at home, I hope you've enjoyed this. As you may have been able to figure out, there's a couple of spaces open in this game if you'd like to join us. And you can also, of course, just become part of the Games and Geekery community and hang out with nerds like us if you'd rather do that. And I also offer services to fellow dungeon masters. In the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.